Good morning and welcome back to Unlocking the Paradigm Portal. My name is Sarah. I'm not messing around today. It's 5 a.m. on a Friday and I don't have coffee. So I'm jumping right in. You've been waiting for someone to come rescue you, right? For the right person to finally see you, for the circumstances to align, for the healing to arrive from somewhere outside of you. The right relationship, the right program, the right moment of grace that finally does the work that you have been too tired to do alone. And the whole time that you were waiting, you were already doing it. Every single time you got up when you had every reason not to, every time you walked away from the thing that was going to end you, every time you said the word, yes, no, done, enough, F off, whatever it might have been, before anyone gave you permission, every time you got yourself up off that floor, literally, figuratively, maybe metaphorically, in the dark, alone, when no one was watching and no one was coming. That was not luck. That was not timing. That was you operating at a level of self-loyalty you have never once looked at directly and called by its correct name. And you've been handing the credit for it to everyone else. And you know what, my friends? That ends today. So your truth hammer for this morning, part one, we're going to break it down into two. Part one of the truth hammer. Think about the moments that you actually survived. And I don't mean eventually got through. I mean actually survived in the room, in the moment when the only option was you. And you walked away from the thing that was going to break you, even when every part of you wanted to stay. Even when leaving felt like failure, even when you had convinced yourself that staying was love and going was giving up. Something underneath the fear, underneath the story you've been telling yourself for years said, not this, and you listened. You said done before you could explain it. You said no before you had permission. You turned toward the hard thing in a moment where every exit was available and you didn't take any of them. You got yourself up off the floor more times than you can count, not because it was easy and not because you felt ready. And not because the circumstances were right or the support was there, because something in you flatly refused to stay down. And that is not a small thing. That is the entire thing. And you have been treating it like it doesn't count. So instead of looking at that, instead of saying, I've been the one constant, I've been catching myself in every single chapter of my life, you've been asking why no one else will do it for you. Why won't they stay? Why won't they see me? Why won't they choose me? Why won't they confirm what I need to know about my worth? Well, guess what? Because they can't. Not because you're not worth it. You are completely. But because that confirmation was never theirs to give. It was never in anyone else's possession. You have been reaching for it in everyone else's hands, but it has been in yours the whole time. Now here's the truth hammer part two. And this is the part that it might be difficult to sit with. Every time you outsourced it, every time you handed your worth to another person and said, please hold this, please confirm this, please be the proof that I'm worth catching, you also handed away your ability to feel it, because you cannot feel the power that you are actively giving to someone else to hold. The partner who didn't stay, you handed it to them. The friend who didn't show up, you handed it to them. The parent who never said the thing, you handed it to them. And when they couldn't give it back because they never had it, you decided that meant something about your worth. And it didn't. It never did. The only thing it meant was that you were looking in the wrong place for something that was never lost to begin with. You've been treating the evidence of your own resilience like it's background noise, like it's just what happens to people. Like anyone would have done what you did. They wouldn't. They don't. Most people don't do what you have done. Most people stay on the floor longer. Most people go back. Most people choose the familiar wound one more time, 5 more times, 20 more times, because the unfamiliar feels too much like risk. It feels scary. And you got up and you walked away and you said the word and you chose differently. That's a big deal. That is yours. Now own it. There is a ledger running in your head and it tracks what you've survived, what was promised and not delivered, what you needed and didn't get, what was taken, what was lost. And the entry that keeps appearing at the top of that ledger reads like this: I keep falling and no one is catching me. But I'm going to tell you that is a very incomplete entry. Because if you expanded it, let's say it was a digital thing and you can click on it and it opens up the full description. What the full entry reads that you're not seeing is I keep falling and I keep catching myself and I keep getting up and I keep moving forward every time without a single exception. Not once in your entire life did you need to get up and not get up. Not one chapter you didn't eventually move through. Not one floor that you stayed on. Not one moment that ended you, even the ones that should have. The rescue that you have been waiting for has been happening your entire life. You just haven't been calling it by the right name. You called it surviving. You called it coping. You called it getting through. You called it having no other choice. Call it what it actually is. Call it catching yourself. Call it the consistent, unbroken evidence of a person who has never once abandoned themselves when it actually counted. The power that you've been looking for outside yourself has been operating inside of you your entire life. It got you here. It will get you through what comes next. It has never failed you. Not once, not ever. And you've been acting like it doesn't exist. Take it back. Stop handing it out. Stop waiting for someone to return it to you like it was ever theirs to hold in the first place. Start making decisions from the truth of what you have already proven you can do, not from the fear of what happens if no one shows up. Not from the wound asking its question one more time, from the evidence, from the actual record of who you have been in every moment that required someone to stay. Someone always showed up. It was you. Every single time. It has always been you. You have been catching yourself the whole time and only noticing when other people haven't. So this is not bravado. This is what years of doing the actual work looks like. You didn't get to this point by accident. You got here by choosing to see clearly in every single time when it would have been easier not to. So stop waiting for permission to believe that. You just gave it to yourself. And if you still have these threads of needing external permission, I am sitting here giving you full permission. Take back your damn power. And your stone for today, write down 3 times that you caught yourself. 3 times the rescue came from inside of you. The call came from inside the house. I think that's from a horror movie or a true crime thing. 3 times that you got up when no one was coming. And keep that list. Look at it when the wound starts asking that question again and starts poking and telling you that you're not good enough, you're unlovable, you're unworthy, whatever it may be. 3 times that you caught yourself, because you know you can list way more than 3. But we're going to start with 3. Keep the list on your phone, on your lock screen. Print it out and laminate it. I don't give a shit what you do, but keep that list. It's important because the answer has always been on that list, and the answer has always been you. I will be back tomorrow for Light in the Dark, Sunday for Deep Dives, and next week we start all over again with a whole new topic. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hype, do all the things. But honestly, I probably should care, but I don't care about all those things. I care that you come back and that you keep growing and expanding and finding who you truly are beneath all the layers of bullshit. So come back and sit with me again. All right, I will see you next time.